Bun venit la întâlnirea cu noi români. Iată sumarul emisiunii de astăzi. Ziua Europei a fost sărbătorită și în Toronto, în 9 mai, la Parlamentul Ontarian, la Queen's Park, acolo de unde am surprins și noi câteva imagini și câteva cuvinte. Mai departe veți urmări un reportaj de la Cina Vânătorilor din Hamilton, reportaj realizat de Radu Secășan, și puțin mai încolo, un interviu despre piața de imobiliare, așa cum v-am obișnuit de data aceasta cu Flav Onsen. Vizionare plăcută!
We're here today because of a very special event that took place in the history of mankind, the establishment of the European Union. It started after the Second World War, where in every corner of Europe there was destruction, pain and suffering, and millions dead. So the great powers, especially France and Germany, and of course there was Luxembourg and Netherlands and Italy and Belgium, they decided that there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a way to establish some kind of peace. So they decided to turn the weapons of destruction into plowshares of productivity. Imagine that. Turning weapons into plowshares. What a great idea. And so the European Union was being formed and being born. So in 1950 was the announcement by the Schuman Declaration, and after Schuman, of course, there was the Treaty of Rome, I think it was 1958, and after that was the Treaty of Maastricht in 1993, and here we are today. We're here to celebrate this very special event.
This day belongs to us all. In fact, we are 62 years old today. And today, in the heart of my country, in Romania, Sibiu City, the 27 leaders of EU gathered and produced a very important political document for the future of the Union. In a few weeks, Europeans will elect their representatives in the European Parliament, 40 years after they first exercised this fundamental right. A Europe reunited in peace and democracy is but one of many achievements. Today, the 27 leaders agreed on 10 commitments that will help us live up to that responsibility. 1. We'll defend one Europe from east to west, from north to south. We'll stay united through thick and thin. We will always look for joint solutions, listening to each other in a spirit of understanding and respect. We will continue to protect our way of life, democracy, and the rule of law. We will deliver where it matters most. We will always uphold the principle of fairness. We will give ourselves the means to match our ambitions. We will safeguard the future for the next generations of Europeans. We will invest in young people and build a union fit for the future, able to cope with the most pressing challenges of the 21st century. We will protect our citizens and keep them safe by investing in our soft and hard power and by working with our international partners. Europe will be a responsible global leader. The challenges we face today affect us all. We'll continue working with our partners in the world to uphold and develop the rules-based international order, to make the most of new trading opportunities and to jointly tackle global issues such as preserving our environment and fighting climate change. The union of today is stronger than that of yesterday, and we want to continue to build its strength for tomorrow. This is the commitment of the 27 Chief of States. So with these words, I would like to thank you all for coming today.
In celebration of Europe Day, it's my great pleasure on behalf of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario to send you our heartfelt congratulations for this important occasion, and it's signed by the Honourable Ted Arnott, the Speaker of the House. So Daniel, for you.
It really is a great honor and privilege and pleasure to be here today, having made the way from Ottawa. I want to thank the ministers and members of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario for being present today. I also want to thank our member states for being present today, and this is really a testimony of how stronger we are together that you are here with us on this day, and especially to Daniel Henne, who is holding the torch of the EU presidency at the moment for having organized this event. We are celebrating the anniversary of the Schuman Declaration, which effectively set out the movement that has led to what the European Union is actually. And I want to say that we owe this a little bit also to Canadians. We owe this to the sacrifice of Canadians to win World War II, and that will always be remembered. And we owe this also to the fact that Jean Monnet, one of the founders and the first ones who had the ideas of creating a European community, actually learned about the virtues of being together as he was in Canada trying to sell cognac between the two wars. And that actually takes me also to mention the CETA agreement, the Comprehensive and Economic Trade Agreement that we have together with Canada. And to mention, and as a matter of fact, if you take this geographical situation outside of the immediate neighborhood of the European Union, it is with Canada that we have at the moment the closest relationship abroad. We have the CETA agreement for trade, and we have also a strategic and partnership agreement together. And CETA is extremely beneficial. You may know that just for Ontario, the European Union is the second export market. That's, I think, from the statistics I have read, something like 21 billion Canadian dollars a year that are exported from Ontario to the European Union. So that's quite sizable. And as we are closer and closer together, I just want also to mention that our partnership keeps us extremely busy at the moment. And we have had a lot of meetings with Canadian representatives. Our ambassador is here very often. And we are together, members of the G20, of the G7 as well, and a number of other international organizations and gatherings. And our partnership means that we are working together on peace and security and also for democracy. We have a lot of cooperation, notably ahead of the elections that will take place here in Canada and also in the European Union, in maintaining open democracies in your countries, you know, the fake news and all those things. And we also are working a lot in bringing together businesses to use the full potential of our trade relations. And not surprisingly, our hands are also full with issues to tackle climate change, to create a plastic-free environment, and also to ensure healthy and clean oceans around us, as those issues concern us all.
on behalf of all the countries of Europe, we say congratulations for peace for the future, and we release the doves now. Yay! Give us a hand. Bravo, bravo.